Hello, everyone, and welcome back. This is your good buddy Crasus. I've taken a bit of a sabbatical from Star Wars. I went out to play a few other games, mainly the World of Warcraft. Yes, I know. Everyone who plays Star Wars, they hear those magic words and they just want to puke. It's really not that bad of a game. It has its issues just like any other game really does. Um, but I'm back. I'm back playing Star Wars. There's going to be a few changes. We're going to actually move this show over to another channel called You Versus Me. It's a joint venture that I'm doing with a friend of mine. In addition to things about Star Wars, we're going to talk about video games, movies, really a variety of different subject matter. So I hope that the couple people who actually do listen to this will move over to that channel. I will make sure to put a link at the bottom of this video, and you can come on over and catch us there. Now, the other thing is there's going to be a little bit of a different format for my monologues here about Star Wars. If you've caught the first couple of videos, you may have noticed that I'm, exceptionally nice. I try to be as formative as possible, but that's really not me. I mean, I always like to be informative, of course, but I'm kind of an asshole, and I'll be perfectly honest. I've been listening to a lot of podcasts out there, and hey, there are a lot of people out there who are doing a lot of work. But I'd hate to just, have a show where you critique some of these things. But I listened to some of the podcasts and trying to get back in Star Wars. I still think that is the best medium to actually listen to when you're trying to get back in a game, learn what has changed, and, trying to get back up to speed. I mean, the only thing better than that is getting in a really good guild. And really, the crap that is just out there, I mean, it's mind-blowing. It really, truly is. I mean, you basically have people who do these podcasts, and when they do them, they do the golden voice of radio. Caller number 5, you're next. And it's, this fake stuff. It's terrible. And there is some good bits of information. And like I said, there are some guys and girls out there who really do fantastic work. But the majority of it is, hey, what did you do this week in Star Wars? Well, I didn't play a lot in Star Wars today. I mean, this week. And, I was having some problems with my guild. And, I just wanted to step away. Well, really, if you're going to do a weekly podcast, people don't really need to hear that shit. I mean, really, truly, just find something more interesting to talk about. There is a lot of stuff that's going on with Star Wars. And, that's upcoming. The new patch is going to be coming at the end of April. And I personally, I mean, I'm not an RPer, but I'm very excited about it. I have always been a big fan of fashion. I make sure to have interesting characters. All my characters, in my opinion, are very interesting. They have a theme. So I'm actually a person who is really going to enjoy this new costume designer. Now, in listening to the podcast, I know some people were kind of upset about the outfit designer. They assumed that the outfit designer was going to be a part of the game where they could go in and actually just design an outfit. So, almost like playing any of like the WWE games, like you could just go in and customize a wrestler and, really, ramp up the designs and I guess draw spikes on stuff. And are you fucking high? Like, why would you ever have those damn expectations for BioWare? What have they done in the past to set you up for this? Have you not been like playing the game? If they put in some shit where you could actually go in and freehand your own outfits, like there would be a black hole in the middle of every damn stage that you would fall in, like no bosses would work, because you know how BioWare, if they, put something new in the game, something that has been working perfectly fine normally breaks. I mean, like ships would not be able to fly. They would have to have pod racers because they couldn't fucking fly. It would just be shit. There would be turmoil. There would be fights in the streets. You can't have that. And so a lot of people who I've listened to are semi-happy because they're basically like, hey, this is a step in the right direction. The right direction for what? Like, once again, what are your fucking expectations for this shit? What exactly do you want? I want to draw my own armor. Well, go play Second Life because you can do that shit there and you can make money by selling that shit. You should know better that that is never going to happen in Star Wars and never going to happen with BioWare. Okay? That shit isn't going to happen. So the fact that you can take a piece of gear and you can put it on your character as a piece of costume gear and dye that, it's fucking amazing. I mean, you know, as far as BioWare goes, it's just fucking amazing. All right, now don't get me wrong. Look, by itself, it's not amazing. By itself, it's average. It's basically like this, okay? If a 16-year-old came up to you with a basic equation that you had to use the FOIL method in order to solve, and they came up to you and was like, ooh, look at this, and they did the equation right in front of you, you would be extremely underwhelmed because that's basic shit, right? And in a lot of games, the outfit designer, as you actually being able to customize your whole character, it already exists. But the good developer train left the BioWare station a long, long time ago. So you have to put it in context. BioWare putting this in is like taking that same equation that the 16-year-old solved in front of you, and instead, the person who was solving it is 5. It's like, oh, that's fucking amazing. That's just, oh, he's a fucking prodigy. That's the best thing that kid could do at this particular time. He's a fucking genius. And that is what you have to have for BioWare. Okay? I know you want more. I want more. There's a lot more that we want. But it's BioWare. We've been playing this game for quite a while now. We can't get our expectations too high. We really, truly can't. Look, as this continues on and as you see more content that I put out, I'm going to bash the mortal shit out of BioWare. However, in this particular situation, what do you want from them? You have to like this and love it. Really, you truly do. Because now you can kind of circumvent a lot of the stuff that you would normally have to pay millions for in the cartel market. There's a lot of cool pieces of gear that are white. And what I mean white is not in color, but white is in the rarity, as in they're very common or standard. And you can now put those pieces as a piece of costume and dye it. That's fucking great. I mean, it's fucking fantastic. So please, love it. And just pray to God it's not bugged to shit, or pray to God that it actually launches with the next patch, because you never know if they can't get it fixed, or if something's not working right, they may jerk it out. I mean, like, for instance, look, I mean, these are the same developers who have 2 raids that still have bugs in them, but they're good raids. They really are. But I didn't really want to talk about that. I'm really going to stick with the fashion portion of of BioWare and Star Wars. Now, so I call this fashion progression, okay? Because like I said, fashion is very important to me. Fashion progression is where it is, okay? With this new tab, there is no fucking excuse that you have not to look good. Do not come in a raid and look like shit. You know what? Don't PvP and look like shit. Have some self-respect. Be interesting, okay? Make interesting characters with interesting clothing, all right? You no longer have an excuse because it's Legacy and I have to wear the Legacy gear, and that was why I look like someone who just stepped out of Tron and I look fucking crazy. Like, you don't have that excuse anymore. Now, be interesting. Be unique, okay? Find some clothing. Buy some dyes. Put that shit on and look good doing it, okay? Don't just smear every damn piece with black on black. Look, on a couple different servers. Obviously, you check the GTN, the black on black die always sells for a million. Everyone wants it. Fucking why? Why does everyone want the black on black die so much? I mean, look, I want to go to the closet and get a nice pair of tight black slacks and a white button-up shirt and some rainbow bright suspenders and a white fucking belt and paint my damn fingernails black and go to a Green Day concert with the rest of you. But I don't do that shit. And when it comes to Star Wars, lay off the black and black so much. It is not nearly as cool as you think, okay? It really truly isn't. Explore the universe with color, okay? Get out of the basement. Stop wearing black on black. Be unique, okay? You don't have to wear black and black all the time. Look, the other thing is this. As I mentioned before, when you come in a raid, you need to look good. You no longer have an excuse not to look good. This is not just a piece of... It's not just an addition that they're putting in for role players, okay? And a lot of people are going to say that, and a lot of people are like, well, I don't give a shit what I look like. It's how I play. And yes, it is a lot about how you play. But look, I just spent 4 months playing the World of Warcraft, okay? And they have their system of transmogrification, and I'm not going to go into it. If you're interested, please look it up. However, you can customize various sets. They don't have any dies. There's no fucking way that you can actually use, let's say, put a die, have your chest one color and then make everything else the same color to match the color match to your chest. They don't have those options. Like, that's not even an option. Not a die, not a color match, okay? So, other games are better. There are some out there that are much better. But there are some out there, like the World of Warcraft, that is much worse, all right? And it's very shitty. So you do have an area of customization for your character. You better damn use it, okay? I don't want to see any more of this shit. Oh, well, it's only for role players. Only role players that hold Crasus, okay? I don't care what I look like. It just matters how I play. Look, man, you don't need to wear a fucking clown suit, all right? Get yourself some good clothes and come the fuck back, and then you can raid with me. Look, I'm not saying that you have to look a certain way. I'm not saying anything like that. I'm not saying that you can't look fucking ridiculous. But put some thought into it. Use this edition to the best of your ability. I mean, use it as much as you can, as much as you feel comfortable in using it. Because I'm telling you, I know that it doesn't seem very important, but it is. The customization of your character actually endears the character to you. Everyone has their favorite tune here in Star Wars, and there's a reason why you have that favorite tune. Have a fucking unique look for them. Don't just come in looking like fucking everyone else, okay? I mean, look, man, if you want to come in looking like Revan, there's nothing wrong with that. Go right ahead. Come in looking like Revan, but put a different fucking color on it or something. I mean, be you. Be unique, all right? Look, I don't role play. I do talk to some role players. And the worst, people think that the worst role play in the world is when people role play as things that are already in the fucking game, okay? Like, for instance, when the Revan outfits came out, and especially when the Revan expansion first came out, there were some people who role played as Revan. And they dressed up in the Revan suit and everything. Hey, motherfucker, I played Knights of the Old Republic. I was Revan. And when I was Revan, I didn't fucking look like that because that looks like shit, all right? I had my own unique look. I rolled around looking the way I wanted to look. And that's it, because I was motherfucking Revan, okay? And I had a unique look. And so, even if I went to roleplay Revan today, if I became a role player and went to roleplay Revan, I would wear that shit that they have. I mean, like I said, I was Revan. I'm going to do whatever the hell I want to do. That was the beauty of Knights of the Old Republic. And now people are just running around with that shit. But, like I said, when it comes to this, you no longer have an excuse. Look good. Be good. Feel good. Be interesting. That's the main thing, okay? You can be ridiculous, but be interesting while you're being fucking ridiculous. Once again, as I mentioned before, we are going to be having some changes. We are going to go to a different YouTube channel that is going to be you versus me. Make sure you like this particular video. Don't worry about subscribing because I'm not going to put a lot of videos on here. Please go to the You versus Me channel. I'll probably put a link down at the bottom so you can, have an easier time heading over there. Subscribe to that channel. Watch the other videos. I'm going to have a buddy. He's going to put out some stuff out on his own. I'm going to put some stuff out on my own. We're going to talk about a bunch of different stuff. We're even going to talk about cigars. So please make sure to go to that channel. And also you can catch me on Twitter. That's right. I'm going to hit up a little social media. I am Crasus the Hill on Twitter. So make sure that you friend me, follow me, whatever there. And I'll follow you back. And beyond that, I hope you have a great time in Star Wars, and I hope to see you out there.